Stop waiting to feel ready. Most people spend their lives believing that they're one burst of motivation away from changing their lives. They tell themselves, I'll start when I feel more motivated. Tomorrow becomes next week, and next week becomes next month. Before they realize it, another year has gone by. The problem isn't that they're lazy, it's that they're waiting for a feeling that was never meant to last. I used to do exactly that. Every morning I check in with myself before doing anything difficult. Do I feel like training today? Do I feel like working on my goals? The answer is usually no. I tell myself tomorrow would be different. Tomorrow would have more energy. Tomorrow I'll be in the right mindset. Tomorrow became a habit, and nothing changed. At the time, I genuinely believed that successful people were different. I thought they woke up inspired, excited, and driven every single day, but they don't. The difference isn't motivation, it's discipline. Don't get me wrong, motivation is powerful, but it's temporary. It shows up when something new, exciting, or emotionally charged. It makes starting feel easy. But eventually, every goal loses its novelty. The workouts become repetitive, the studying gets exhausting, the business stops growing as fast as you hoped. That moment, motivation leaves. And if motivation is the only reason you started, it's usually the reason you stop. Discipline is different. Discipline doesn't ask, do I feel like it? It says, I already made the decision. And that single shift changed everything for me. I stopped asking my mood for permission. Instead, I still showed up whether I feel motivated or not. Ironically, my best work didn't happen on the days I felt unstoppable. It happened on ordinary days. The days I was tired, the days I was distracted, the days I wanted to skip completely. Because those are the days that actually shape your future. Literally, anyone can work when they feel inspired. But very few people can actually keep on working when no one's watching, when nothing feels exciting, and when progress is almost invisible. That's where discipline is actually built. Now, think about the person you want to become. Now ask yourself, how many promises have you made to make that future version of yourself? How many times have you said, I'll start on Monday, next month, when life calms down? The truth is, life rarely calms down. There will always be another excuse, another distraction, another reason to wait. If you build the habit of waiting for perfect conditions, you'll spend your whole life waiting. The people that you admire aren't successful because they never struggle. They're successful because they stopped negotiating with themselves. The decision was made once. Everything after that became execution. Now that's what commitment actually looks like. Not excitement, not confidence, consistency. This ability is to keep showing up after excitement disappears, because eventually everything becomes boring. The gym becomes routine, the books become difficult, the work becomes repetitive. The people who rely on motivation see boredom as a sign to actually quit. The people who rely on discipline see it as a sign they're finally making progress. So ask yourself this one question: are you actually unmotivated? Or have you simply never decided? Because once you truly decided, your feelings lose their authority. You don't need to wake up inspired. You don't need to feel confident. You don't need the perfect conditions. You only need to keep the promise that you made to yourself yesterday. Again, and again, and again. Because one day you'll look back and you realize your life didn't change because motivation suddenly appeared. It changed because you stopped waiting for it. You stopped asking for permission. You stopped negotiating. And you became someone who acts first and lets motivation catch up later. So don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until you feel ready. Decide today. Today. Because the life you want isn't built by the days you feel motivated. It's built by the days you don't. And you choose to show up anyway.